Hi, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to this new edition of the Football Forecast Show, the sports program in which we analyze football from multiple and unbiased perspectives. But I straight to myself, I'm a Manchester United fan. Today is one of those good days to be a Manchester United fan. Manchester United, the revitalized and re-energized Manchester United, is taking the EPL by storm. Today was the turn of Aston Villa to face the wrath of Manchester United. Since Amorim left this club, fans have witnessed nothing but happiness week in, week out, especially the fact that we do not have a Champions League football. Fans have been happier under Michael Carrick's leadership than they were under Amorim. It was always a dull weekend, a week to remember, a week to forget. You wait for the next week, you try to forget the week that just passed. Manchester United strengthened their grip on the third position against rivals for the Champions League spot, Aston Villa. 3-1. That gave them a 6-point advantage, 6-point gap, a 3-point gap over Aston Villa in the fight for Champions League spots. The next game against Bournemouth is going to be another uphill task, another real test where the Manchester United can keep up what they have been doing. But Manchester United, glory days are back. Glory days are back. It was a good game. Casemiro's leadership in the middle of the field was exemplary. Casemiro just makes the adage that the older the wine, it tastes better. Casemiro came through for the club again today, and now that begins to beg the question, should Casemiro be part of the rebuild or should we really let Casemiro go? That's a question that I think the board should determine. Casemiro have missed 3 games this season. And the 3 games that he missed, what happened? We lost those 3 games, which means Casemiro have been pivotal to the success of Manchester United during Amorim's reign and under Michael Carrick. That tells you the whole story of the person that he is. He's a 5 times Champions League winner. 5 times Champions League winner. Champions League, 5 times. So we cannot take him for granted. It will be a sad day to see Casemiro go. I wish they could look for other possibilities for him to stay at the club. He has shown us several times that in his absence, we are a shadow of ourselves. I hope he stays. Casemiro scored the first goal today and deputized in the middle of the field as if he was just another 16 years old. Yes, as if he was just another 16 years old. Now that takes us to our next guy, our leader, Bruno. Today, Bruno gave his assist number 15 and 16 to surpass Beckham on that chart. And then he scored number 1. Bruno gave that assist to go 16 on the top of assists. Let us not forget the fact that under Amorim, for the first part of the season, Bruno was playing like a holding midfielder. He was not offensive. What could have happened, or what could have been the situation if Bruno had the opportunity to play all season up front as a number 10? For Michael Carrick to succeed in this club, he'll have to stop listening to pundits, his colleagues, his friends. They used to play together. Gary Neville, Paul Scholes, Rio Ferdinand, Roy Keane. He has to stop listening to those guys. If he stops listening to those guys, he'll be a better manager. Why do I say he should stop listening to those guys? The last game before the game against Newcastle, all those pundits, they said Carrick should change and let Sesko start. Sesko should start. He have been scoring. He have been doing this. He have been doing this. I said, no, if it doesn't break, don't fix it. Everything was going as planned. The first 11 was going as planned. We do not change a winning team. There is no need to try things that are not working. So don't try something when something else is working. Why change a winning team? All the pressure with the build-up to Newcastle game, eventually Carrick to the pressure, and what happened? He gave Sesko a start against Newcastle. We lost. We lost against 10-man Newcastle. We lost against 10-man Newcastle. And today what happened? He went back to the drawing board, back to the basics. The same 11 that gave the victories, the previous victories, he started the game, we did what happened? We won 3-1. If it doesn't break, don't fix it. If it doesn't break, don't fix it. Those pundits have been trainers by themselves and could not succeed in that domain. That's why they went back to the radio and TV and started doing podcasts with the likes of everybody who does podcasts today. I understand Carrick trusts them or trusts their voices because they were his teammates. So he knows them at the personal level. It's a lot easier to believe in what they say, but they're letting you down the wrong path. There is no way that if Carrick continues to listen to those guys, he'll succeed in this business. But if he were to go with his gut is simple. Ahmad on the other side, Cunha on the other side, Bruno, Mbeumo. The attack line is good. Middle of the field, Kobe, Casemiro. Defense, Luke Shaw, Dalot, Maguire, Martinez. In the absence of Martinez, Euro, he have come in and he's doing an excellent job. A couple of lapses here and there, that is to be expected based on his age and his experience. But he has shown us enough to know that he's going to be part of the club for the longer haul. I'm positive that next year Euro will have to deputize with Maguire, and then when Maguire takes rest, he deputizes with Delete. If Delete is not available, he deputizes with Martinez. But he's going to be a permanent fixture in this team. That was a nice victory. Sesko came in again today. We have to give him his props. Like I said, super sub, it's not easy to get super subs in this league. If you have a super sub who comes in and gives you a goal a game, every game he gives you a goal, just let him be the super sub. Don't let him think too much. People don't realize that before the super sub comes in, those defenders are exhausted and tired. And then this guy is big and fast and technical, and he understands or he knows where the goal post is. It's a lot easier for him to score. When he begins the game, it's a different task because opponents come with a game plan for him. When he comes to play after 70 or 60 minutes, opponents are exhausted and they don't have a specific game plan for him. They tailor their game plan towards Mbeumo, who was there at the beginning of the game. Before they adapt to the new change, what happens? He has scored. We should not take that for granted. Let our super sub just be our super sub. He's doing good at what he's doing. A good super sub. He's a good super sub. Matheus Cunha is great. He scored a wonderful goal. Scored a wonderful goal again today. Did he have an excellent 90 minutes? No. But that is who he is. He doesn't need 10 opportunities to cause havoc. The least opportunity that he gets, he'll maximize it. He had one opportunity. That was a goal. Aston Villa, they did very good. They did very well. They fought. They did their best. After one goal, after they went one goal down, they started mounting pressure on Manchester United until they got the equalizer. After they got the equalizing goal, we did our best to get the second goal, and then the second goal and the third goal. And once the second goal and the third goal came, the 3 points home. We took the 3 points home. But it was not a walk through the park the way it looks on paper. It was a fight. They almost went ahead anyway. They almost went ahead. They were just not lucky. So today was our day. We take it with strides. 3 points heading towards the Champions League position. We're gradually getting a real grip on our Champions League position. And that is exactly why we brought in Carrick, to steady the ship. Now this will take us to the next question. Should we keep Carrick as the coach for Manchester United next season? With or without Champions League, I'm one of those who will say keep Carrick. With or without Champions League, Carrick should stay. But what he have done during his spell is exemplary. It tells us that he have a lot in him, and we should invest in him. He should be given the opportunity. Pay him the big money, give him the opportunity, open your books, let him go out there, get some good players, rebuild the team, and you'll see Champions League football here next year, and in a short period of time, I'm positive that we'll win the Champions League. Someone who have won it before as a player, so he understands what it takes to win it, and he will do it. Carrick deserves his opportunity. A lot of people are trying to put Carrick on the same stool or position or bucket like Soldier. Ole did good. Let's not forget that Ole did good, even though his last year was not good, but he did good when he took over the club. It was not consistent, or it was not what we expected. We wanted to win every year, but that's not how football works. You also have other competitions. Yes. Carrick should be given the opportunity to be the permanent manager for Manchester United. And I am 100% positive that he'll be given the opportunity. What has he not done? He have defeated Arsenal, defeated Liverpool, defeated Man City. What has he not done? What else do you want from Carrick before you give him the opportunity? I think he's the right guy for the job. He should be given the opportunity to manage this club. He'll guide us to Champions League. That's a given. And then we should let him guide us the next season. So he continues to build on what he has started, rather than go begin to turn the wheel over again. So ideally, I would like him to continue. Manchester United continue their march towards the top of the league table, while Aston Villa continues to get the stumbling block as they try to push towards getting a place for the Champions League next year. It's a lot easier for Aston Villa to get a Champions League spot through the Europa League if they were to concentrate and use their best players for the Europa League. They will win the Europa League. And the coach for Aston Villa have won that trophy 4 times. Let him just go win it the 5th time so we can name it after him. That would be the best thing that we can do. Let him go win it the 5th time, then we name the trophy after him. He's the kind of guy that can win that trophy. If they pay attention to that particular trophy, look at what we did last year. We almost did the same thing. We were just not lucky on the last day. We went all the way until Tottenham took us out. That's how Tottenham managed to be in Champions League. And they've done their best. They're still in the Champions League, even though they're suffering, even though they're almost